Hello students, hope you all are well and taking your studies seriously. Today we are going to start with the class 7th civics chapter number 22, how do state government work. In this we are going to study in detail how the state government work. As you all know, in our country India, the government works at three levels: local level, state level and central level. So today we are going to study in detail about the state government. When we talk about state government, there are three branches: executive, legislature and judiciary. Now what is the work of the executive? To execute or implement laws, rules and regulation or to administration. Now the head of the executive is governor. He or she is the nominal head. The real powers are vested in the hands of the chief minister. He is the real head. Then it is assisted by council of minister. There are three council of ministers: cabinet minister, all the important ministries come under cabinet minister. Then there are state minister to help them and deputy minister. When we talk about legislature, legislature is that branch of government which makes policies, programs and laws for us. It comprises of two houses, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Vidhan Sabha is also known as Legislative Assembly and Vidhan Parishad is also known as Legislative Council. Now it is not compulsory that each state should have both houses, Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. There are many states, those who have only one Vidhan Sabha only. Now there is speaker. Speaker is held by deputy speaker. Then there are members of legislative assembly. When we talk about Vidhan Parishad or legislative council, is chairperson held by deputy chairperson and members of legislative council. Third branch is judiciary. High courts come under judiciary. It punishes those who break the rules and regulation or checks legislature and executive. Now again in this we are going to study about state government, three branches: executive, legislature and judiciary. The head of the executive is governor, assisted by chief minister. The real powers are in the hands of the chief minister. Governor is the nominal head, assisted by council of ministers. There are three councils of ministers: cabinet minister, all important portfolios of ministries come under cabinet minister. Then state minister and deputy minister. Legislature, two houses, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Then there is speaker in Vidhan Sabha, deputy speaker and members of legislative assembly. In Vidhan Parishad, there is chairperson, deputy chairperson and members of legislative council. And last is judiciary. High courts come, which is in mainly capital of the state. And many 2 or 3 states can also have common high courts. Now continuing the topic, now when we talk about state executive, governor is the head of the executive, but he or she is not the real head. He or she is the nominal head. All work is done in the name of the governor. Now first, governor is the executive. Power is vested in the governor. All the executive powers are vested in the hands of the governor. He or she is only nominal head. Earlier जैसे कहा, he is only the nominal head. All the work is done in the name of the governor. The governor is appointed by the president. The president appoints, the Indian president appoints the governor. The governor holds office during the pleasure of the president. This means governor is appointed for 5 years, but president can remove a governor if misconduct has been complained. Then his tenure can be cut or shortened. That is 5 years, and his tenure या time period can also be extended. Now again, governor, executive powers, all executive powers are vested in the name of governor. He or she is only the nominal head, which means all work is done in the name of the governor. The governor is appointed by the president. The governor holds office during the pleasure of president. It means governor is appointed for 5 years, but if there is any complaint or misconduct or misbehavior, then his tenure can be cut down, he can be removed from the office, but his tenure can also be extended. Next is qualification. Who can become a governor of a state? First qualification is a governor whosoever want to become a governor of a state must be a citizen of India. Clear? The first qualification है must be a citizen of India. Second, she must not be less than 35 years of age. To become a governor, she must not be 35 साल से कम उनकी उम्र नहीं होनी चाहिए, उससे ज़्यादा हो सकती है. she must not hold any office of profit. She must not be an elected member of the parliament. Means he or she must not be member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha or Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. She must not be a resident of the state which she has been appointed as governor. Last qualification है she must not be the resident of the state for which he or she is appointed as a governor. Now again qualification, first qualification to become a governor is citizen of India. He or she must be a citizen of India. She must not be less than 35 of years. Age can be more than 35 years, but 35 से कम age नहीं होनी चाहिए. 35 is the minimum age. She must not hold any office of profit. She must not be an elected member of either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha or Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. She must not be a resident of the state for which he or she has been appointed as governor. These are the qualification of governor. Now read them carefully. Next is the powers and functions of the governor. Now what are the powers and functions which are vested in the hands of the governor? First we are studying executive powers. What are the executive powers which governor have? First, the governor appoints the chief minister. The first power, executive power of the governor is a governor appoints the chief minister. Now who is the chief minister? Whosoever party has formed the government or who has the maximum number of seats in the assemblies, it can be Vidhan Sabha, the head of that political party is the chief minister. So the governor appoints the chief minister. He appoints the other members of the council of minister in which chief minister help him or her. Now again the executive powers, first is governor appoints the chief minister. He also appoints the members of council of ministers. Next is legislative powers of the governor. A governor can summon and prorogue, the meaning of prorogue, discontinue the session of the state legislature or dissolve it. The governor has the legislative powers to summon, मतलब मीटिंग बुला सकता है हाउस की, या उसको डिसॉल्व या डिसकंटिन्यू भी कर सकता है सेशन उस स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर का. ये पावर किसके पास है? गवर्नर के पास पावर है. समन टू कॉल द सेशन ऑफ द स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर का सेशन डिसकंटिन्यू भी कर सकता है और वो सेशन डिसॉल्व भी कर सकता है. ये लेजिस्लेटिव पावर है गवर्नर की. सेकेंड, every bill passed by the state legislature has to be received the governor assent. The meaning है जो भी बिल पास होता है स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर में, यहाँ पे बिल का मतलब है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी या वाटर बिल नहीं. Here the bill means the laws which are passed in our assemblies. स्टेट assemblies में जो पास होते हैं, जो भी बिल पास होने के बाद वो किसके पास जाते हैं? गवर्नर्स के पास जाते हैं. गवर्नर सिग्नेचर, असेंट का मतलब है सिग्नेचर ऑफ द. आफ्टर द बिल इज पास बाय द हाउसेस, बाय द स्टेट असेंबलीज, इट इज सेंड टू द गवर्नर फॉर हिज सिग्नेचर. उसके बाद ही वो फाइनल होता है, उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होता है. Next is certain occasions when the state legislature is not in session, the governor can issue orders, और जिसे ऑर्डिनेंस बोला जाता है, और ये नेक्स्ट सेशन में अप्रूव करने के लिए भेजे जाते हैं, और लेजिस्लेचर के पास पावर होता है कि उन्हें जरूरी नहीं कि वो अप्रूव करे। फिर नेक्स्ट है जुडिशियल पावर। अ गवर्नर हैज द पावर कैन ग्रांट पार्डन और रिड्यूस पनिशमेंट और सेंटेंस पास बाय द कोर्ट्स अंडर द स्टेट लॉज। गवर्नर के पास पावर होती है, पार्डन मतलब किसी की भी अगर उसे डेथ सेंटेंस मिला हुआ है तो उसे माफ़ कर सकता है, या उसकी जो पनिशमेंट है उसे रिड्यूस भी कर सकता है। जो और किसने दिया, ये हाई कोर्ट्स ने जो पास करी है अपने स्टेट लॉज के अकॉर्डिंग। तो जुडिशियल पावर क्या है गवर्नर की, इट कैन ग्रांट पार्डन मतलब माफ़ कर सकता है किसी की उम्र कैद या फांसी की सज़ा, और रिड्यूस कम भी कर सकता है उसकी पनिशमेंट, और सेंटेंस पास बाय द कोर्ट्स अंडर द स्टेट लॉज। दीज आर द executive powers, legislative powers and judicial powers of the governor. First executive powers, the governor appoints the chief minister. Next, he appoints the other members of the council of minister with the help of chief minister. Then legislative powers, governor can summon and prorogue. It means it can call the legislative assembly in session, or it can discontinue and dissolve the session. Every bill passed by the state legislature has to receive the governor's signature. कोई भी बिल स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर में पास होने के बाद तभी अप्रूव होता है when there is a signature of governors on it, then it becomes law. Certain occasion when the state legislature is not in session, the governor can issue orders which are called ordinance. For judicial power, the governor can grant pardon or reduce punishment or sentence passed by the courts under the state laws.